Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I know we've actually returned after many, many months of inactivity. Well, not really inactivity, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly I've just been focusing on the reviews, but I thought I would bring back the Let's Play channel. And we're going to be Let's Playing Max Payne 1. Now, we're actually going to be skipping a lot of the story, just because it would take like up half the video. And when you watch these Let's Plays, you're more watching them to listen to me talk rather than just, a basic long play. So what we're of course playing is Max Payne, which might as well be the Punisher, but with the Punisher. His backstory is even in many instances the same. Max Payne here gets his family killed by gang members, and that's exactly what happened to the old Punisher. The Punisher is actually one of my favorite superheroes, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Because I'm a huge fan of Batman, but sometimes the baddie man doesn't make a lot of sense. Batman, leaving the Joker alive. I mean, come on. Okay, so Batman doesn't kill the Joker, and the Joker goes on to kill, hundreds of thousands of millions of people. So it's like, come on, baddie. Oh, the graphics in this game have aged just a little bit. The faces are 2D bump maps, but this is a pretty intense opener here. His family is dead, and we clearly see that. And the graphics do pull that across. Now, we are once again just going to skip. And that's actually a pretty good no right there. That's actually pretty... The game, it definitely has a lot of style to it. So, basically, his wife is dead, and now he is going to get his revenge on the criminal underworld of New York City. I would never want to move to New York, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure New York is a great place, but it is a very restrictive city, though. Like, I don't think you can even get salt in New York. I'm actually just bullshitting there. There was, I think, some sort of law that they tried to pass where you couldn't buy certain amounts of salt because salt causes crime. Okay, yeah, we gotta go kill the guy. That's the idea. Actually, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, there we go. That's how you skip it. I could not remember exactly. Alright, so we have to go kill a criminal. Now, of course, we are playing this in 1080p, and it looks really good in 1080p.
Roscoe Street Station and Alex.
Alright, so this was very impressive for, I believe, 2001. I did a review on this already. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but I do believe it was 2001. And ultimately, we act like the Punisher. The basic plot of the game, and it's much more complicated than this, is we gotta take down criminals, and then, of course, there's a little conspiracy plot going on as well. I like how I don't have any guns on me, apparently. Yes, it's not making New York look very good. But, yeah, the Punisher. Oh, wow, it just teleports in his hand. I'm not so sure that the Beretta 92 would be that concealable. Big problem with doing concealed carry is it depends on where you're at, Also, you gotta love the fact that you can search for things in this game. I've not played Max Payne 3 yet. I'm sure it is decent. I own it. I got it for like $4, but I have not played it. I'm sure it's decent. I know that there were some complaints about it. Also, lead pipe. Okay, like, why would you ever use... Well, I guess if you run out of ammo, but... And the toilet works. The world will be saved by working toilets. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot one. I forgot one of those. Oh, how there's just... The Beretta ammo. Those were shotgun shells. That was clearly shotgun shells. But yeah, the Beretta 92. I've never shot a Beretta 92, to be perfectly honest. I've actually held a Beretta 92 on occasion, but I have yet to buy one or have shot one. They're cool guns. Don't get me wrong. They are very awesome looking. But for me, it's just, I've never had that. Well, okay, I've had a desire to get one. I just haven't had a desire to pay for one. Because they're not exactly cheap. Although, if you're looking for an inexpensive one, and I have looked at it, just I haven't spent the money. I have looked at it. Also, wait a minute. Oh yeah, they are persistent. Yeah, the magazines are consistent. Why would you leave a magazine there? Do you have any... Max Payne, do you have any idea how much that magazine costs? Also, you gotta love New York Time, just the one. Really, Max, that mag right there is probably $30 fucking. Magazines ain't cheap. But anyway, there are some surplus Berettas in the country. They started coming in 2014, and they're still here. I think you can get a VG plus one on J&G sales. No, I have not constantly looked at it, wanting to buy it, but I just can't. I just can't justify buying it because I've got plenty of full-size pistols. My most recent one being the MP40. And I did recently. I talked about this in a update vlog. I did recently pick up a save real quick because, of course, you can quick save. I did recently pick up a Star Model B. The Star Model B wasn't... Ah, shite. That's why you always save, because this game is somewhat difficult. The Star Model B is an excellent pistol. I wanted a... I thought spacebar was the... Oh, it's shift that does the bullet time. I actually read in the instruction manual for this when I got it on the Xbox Classic, the Xbox One... that they tried to explain it is like, we're not exactly sure how this works. Could it be that Max Payne has some sort of, you know, mental abilities, or is he just that well trained? It was quite hilarious how they tried to explain it. I did play this initially on the Xbox, did not play it on PC until quite recently, actually. I did not get this. I don't think I even knew it was on the PC when this thing came out. Because remember, I didn't follow gaming news. Hell, I don't even follow gaming news that much today. How do I heal? E, V, I forget how to heal. Excuse me, I do not know how to play game. How do I shot web? Okay, how the fuck do you heal? I'll look it up later. But, yeah. Wait, did I get the Desert Eagle? Ah, there's the Deagle. The Desert Eagle, ladies and gentlemen. The Arnold pistol. Okay, so we can't go there. I've actually seen the Desert Eagle fired off, and that thing's got some serious recoil, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that Star Model B that I picked up, going back to one of the earlier plot lines that I was talking about, is absolutely excellent. Great little 9mm pistol, and finally it allowed me to have a 1911. Because while I have shot many 1911s throughout the years, I just haven't wanted. It's funny. There's a lot of pistols that I really like, but I just never really had a desire to buy. I do not know how to heal. It's got to be one of these fucking buttons somewhere. And you'll have to. Oh, it's pause. I like how P actually pauses the game. You think that the pause button on the fucking keyboard would pause the game, but it never does. Okay, maybe I should actually look at the controls here. How do you heal? I guess that's combat. The other weapon's not. I guess that's not combat. Wow, I am intelligent. Painkiller. Tab or backspace? Tab? Tab? Who the fuck uses tab? I could go for a tab right now. Hey, Mr. Pitt. What up, dude? Oh, I do love that execution cam though. That is so awesome. But this is one of those games from back in the day that, you know, really does know how to be an awesome little game. This controls decently on the Xbox. Decently. I will admit the PC controls are far better. But, you know, I complain about the consoles, and I have. I wouldn't want to get a console today, but back in the day, the Xbox was a pretty good system. And if I wasn't so lazy, I guess I could, like, mod an Xbox. Xbox modding is very popular amongst the more tech-savvy. I tried it once, found it was too much effort. Now, if only we could have saved this guy, but of course, you know, he walks right there, immediately gets shot. Maybe I should have gone first, seeing as I have a fucking shotty. Yeah, come on, open it up. I keep thinking spacebar is... Okay, that's kind of funny. I think I'm going to go into slow-mo. I just do a little hop into the air. Now, this game is not easy, as you can see. It's definitely a difficult game, especially when you're trying to talk. You hear that, Desert Eagle? That did not... Oh, shit. Okay, I got to remember, this is a real game. Quick save every couple of seconds. Because, yeah, we don't want to keep seeing the same 5 seconds over and over again. Let's see, where was I? Yeah, Xbox modding. You can play a lot of emulators on the Xbox. You can do all sorts of things with it. Yeah, the one thing about the Xbox that's interesting is the very fact that there's no emulators for it. There's starting to be emulators for the PS3. In fact, there's a Patreon for that. I've tried RPS3, I think is what it's called. It does not work for me. It goes really, really slow and then crashes. I've tried to play Demon's Souls but it just does not work at all. Well, it works, but it's not really what you'd call playable. But it's a very new emulator. It's interesting that the PS3 actually is beating out the original Xbox. I remember back in 2008 hearing about the Xbox emulator and how at that time, I guess I can't pick that up. I guess it's just like generic cans. You know what? If it's a can of beer, you can just get wasted, Max. Might make you feel better. Okay, there's nothing in there. Nothing in there. I don't think there's ever anything in there. But back in 2008, hearing about the Xbox emulator and how. Okay, wait a minute. Is this a puzzle? It might be. Okay, I think something is happening. Probably not. It would probably be good if I could actually hear. And if I remembered.
Lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
Okay, the power's back on. Yeah, lit up like a Christmas tree. They always talk about lighting things up like a Christmas tree. Not all Christmas trees are that lit. But, let's see, where was I? Yeah, like back in 2008, the best the Xbox emulator could do was run a copy of Halo. Which really is kind of pointless in my opinion, just because there's the PC version. And the PC version works really well. Like, really, really well. And I actually installed it recently on the on my computer just to play it again, and it still works, which is quite funny. There's a lot of retro games. This one in particular, Max Payne here, that didn't really work that well initially. I actually am running this in compatibility mode for Windows 98/ME. It works, so there's that. Oh god, this is where I gotta remember where I'm supposed to go. I don't think it's that way. It's lit up like a Christmas tree, so that's good. And I just went into slow-mo for literally no reason. Okay, objectives is not O, apparently. That's always the problem with this game. Since this comes from an era where you're supposed to think, if you're not actually paying attention like me, you might not know exactly where to go. Because, yeah. There's even one segment that I'm going to show where, like, if you aren't paying attention, you're going to get lost. I think you're supposed to get on one of these trains. But there is a part where you can easily get lost. Let's see, is that on here, maybe? I know that everyone who's played this game was like, General, you're supposed to go here. I was like, well, I didn't remember. Ah, there it is. Okay, I just went down the wrong area. But there's an area where literally you have to go back. And if you don't know that, you're going to be wandering around because you always think you're supposed to go forward. Run open up. And I think this will end the first segment of the game. Yep, there it goes. And we're going to smash through the wood barricade. Because, video game. It is always funny. It's like, there's probably who knows how many more realistic ways to get through. But you know what? It has to be Bob. You want to play a fun game or not? That's kind of the question there, you know?
So much for being subtle.
Yeah, you're not the most subtle person ever, Max. Because crashing the subway train through there probably is going to wake them all up. But then again, what gang has this many, fucking foot soldiers out there? It's like fighting a fucking army of criminals. Actually reminds me of a particularly hilarious Space Battles.com forum. Or is that .net? I don't remember. It's a Space Battles forum post on 1,000 U.S. Marines versus 10,000 gang members. In short, the Marines win. Yeah, because Marines win. It's kind of an insta-win. So in any event, I'm GeneralLotz, and I will see you guys in the next episode.